All right, I'll jump right in. You
Let's
ready?
go.
Okay, we're here.
We are here.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm
Hi.
Selena Marche, and this is You Plus Happy. Each week, I bring you someone who challenges us to define happiness and success on their own terms with a dose of laughter. Remember to subscribe. I beg y'all every week, but please, it helps the show. It helps you. And share it with a friend. All that good stuff. And you can also follow the show on You Plus Happy at on Instagram at You Plus Happy. This week we have Valeka Jessica, who is an actress, comedian, writer, author, producer, director, and she's fabulous at all of them.
Yes, I am.
Welcome to the show, Valeka.
let me cheers to my damn
Yes,
self.
yes. But if anyone watches, as an artist, we wear so many hats, so this makes sense to me. I'm sure the list is even longer.
I mean, probably, but for me, it's like, I don't know. It's just like you start out doing one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a master's in acting, so I've always wanted to act, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you start acting, and then when I was in grad school, our thesis for grad school had to be a one person show. So
Okay.
you have to write that. So I started writing, and I was like, oh, this is like really fun. So
Mm-hmm.
I started writing and started doing more, stuff like that, and then I had to start directing myself. And I'm like, oh my God, I love this. So it was like,
Yeah.
I started to learn that I actually love the business that we're in. I love it. So I was like, why not hone all of these amazing skills?
Which one
Right.
is your favorite? If you had to choose one.
That's a really great question. I don't know. Like I love them. I love being a star.
Mm-hmm.
So I love being in front, right? But then I also really enjoy I love visually telling stories. Like I
Right.
love directing. I love having nothing to do with doing it, and I love literally like working with a team, working with designers, and like building something, right?
Yeah.
And building that like funnel in which we all like move towards. And
Mm-hmm.
that is a joy, right? To
Yeah.
see what I visually picture in my brain come out, right? That's a lot
Yes.
of fun too.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know if I have a favorite, you know what I'm saying, but I
Okay.
do.
Okay. I can't make you.
I
I can't make you choose.
don't know.
So how did you get started in all that you do?
So I'm one of those women, one of those kids, one of those queens that I've always done it. Like, how some
Mm-hmm.
people like catch it when they're older. Like
Yeah.
I was doing the school
Uh
plays,
huh.
like my parents were coming to see me when I was like 7 years old and
Yeah.
stuff. So I've never not done it. So I don't
Okay.
know a life without like art. Like I've
Right.
always done it.
Right.
In any fast, I've always like dancing, it doesn't matter. I've always done it. So
Did
from a young
you
age.
did you ever have any doubts?
No,
No,
at all.
not one day.
That I didn't think I was supposed to be doing entertainment.
Yeah.
No.
No, not one time.
Not in regards to that. When is it going to happen? What's
Right.
that type of stuff? But
Right.
not doubting that I'm not meant to like entertain
Yeah.
people.
Where do you
Absolutely
think that
not.
comes from?
Not doubting that I was supposed to be in
Yeah.
entertainment
Yeah.
because I just knew.
And you just trusted that.
I just trusted it. Yeah, I haven't really like my. I don't know. I come like my parents always supported it. Like I
Uh-huh.
came from a household that was like that's what Valika does. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So I never
Yeah.
questioned that. It
Right.
was always when is it gonna?
Right.
When is it? Yeah, like I had to figure out how to control that.
Right.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
what is it? When you say it's gonna happen, what does
When
that
I'm gonna
mean?
start making money from this? When am
Uh-huh.
I gonna start like I gotta work this job and create?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not now. I'm not there anymore. Like
Right.
I actually like I have an amazing life, but I'm
Yeah.
42. It took me time till I get here.
How
You
did
know what I
you
mean?
how did you deal with those days when you were like, when is this gonna happen?
Have your breakdown.
And so you say embrace it.
Good, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Cry. Have an amazing therapist like on call. Like
Mhm.
have amazing friends. I
Yeah.
used to get like crazy. Like I would sometimes be like, oh my gosh, like I would look. I don't know. Like it's like I say my age so much because I'm so grateful to be like 42 and like
Uh-huh.
where I'm at. But it's just like I used to like look at this age when I was like in my 20s or like early 30s, and
Mhm.
it used to freak me out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, am I still gonna be living in an apartment? Am I still gonna be doing this? Am I still, you know what I'm saying? Am I
Yeah.
still gonna be working over here? And you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It used to like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know,
I
and
know.
then I had to like really like therapy was like a really big like game changer for me, like
Mm-hmm.
in regards to how to look at a situation. But
Okay.
what if you are living in an apartment at 42? Are you doing what you like, you know, like looking at, don't look at it as like a negative thing, like, you
Right.
know what I'm saying, looking at like how you're choosing to like live your life.
Yeah.
So a lot of therapy like really helped me with that, but I
Okay.
never questioned if I was
Okay.
supposed to be doing the art.
I love that though.
Baby, I am art. I am fabulous. That was never the question.
Well, I love that for you because I've definitely had my doubts. But you know, all of that stuff manifests in different ways. So it's definitely been times where I'm like, am I supposed to even be doing this? But now, you know, I think it's a decision, right? Like, I'm not going to, questions always come up, but I'm going to say, I've decided to go on this path. I'll pivot if I need to, but I'm not going to like sit back and question to the point where it stops me. Does that make,
Absolutely,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
absolutely.
So I think that's really important. When you said your support system, well, you said with your friends, when you, what do your friends have to have? How do you build this network?
Are we talking Valeka 42? We talking about Valeka at 20? We talk what right? Because
yes.
the friend circles evolve,
Yes.
right?
Oh, well, you know what? That is important to say because I've fallen into traps where it's like, oh, I need to be this person's friend for the rest of my life. Shit. How do you dissolve those friendships and get new ones?
I'm telling you, go to therapy. Okay. So that you don't feel bad for like choosing amazing situations for yourself.
Uh-huh.
Like that's the thing. I'm like, what do I want? What do I desire? I literally create the life that I want.
Yeah.
So then how do I do that? Mm-hmm. Right? Like you gotta have amazing people around you. There's not like you want to look great. You want to be fit. You want to do this. You have right. It's you gotta eat well, right? You're choosing all these amazing things to do. You can do that in your friend circles too. Mm-hmm. So, you know, like when I was in my 20s, you know, my friend circles was like, you know, we turning up, we partying. Yeah. And then I started, you know, I think at 25, I was like, I want to go to grad. I was like, it's time to start partying. I was like, it's time for me to really take my career seriously. And it's not that I wasn't. I was still, you know, I was doing plays and stuff. Right. But I knew what I wanted to do, right? So I was like, you know, I started applying to grad school, and I was like, I don't even know how to do this. And you look around at your friend circle, I'm like, well, no one can help me do this, right? Because I'm not in that circle where people can help me, right? So then it's like, okay, so what do I need? Let me infiltrate myself in that, you know. Let me start going to more like industry events, like let me start to, you know, do things like that. Like the people that I am doing plays with, once you actually build community with them, like you're booking all these shows, but you don't hang out afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like start to really intentionally, you know, do things. And so then I started to change my friend circles and, you know, just the evolution of it, right?
So, and you just honored that it would evolve. What did you do with the old friends? Did you just go away on its own? You don't know?
Yes, y'all lied. You have the conversation.
Okay, you break up.
Like you essentially break up. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like you break up.
What do you say?
Like, hey, like how do you break up from a, you know, a man, right? Or whatever you love. I love men. Yes. So break up from a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we're going in different directions. Like, yeah.
You just say that to them?
You just figure it out in the most beautiful, loving way.
Okay, but everybody's not going to take it as a beautiful love.
And that's okay.
And you just
and that's okay. But you're talking about Bleak at 42. Like, Bleak at 20, I wouldn't talk to you no more.
Right.
I didn't know how to do that in my 20s. I wasn't even in therapy in my 20s. I was like, I don't like them no more. And it's just like whatever, you know.
If I cut someone out of my life, I feel it's getting better now. It's the recovery time is very quick. Good. But before I would be so sad.
Yeah,
I would feel bad.
And I think that's okay.
Like, oh my gosh. So when you make it sound easy, but so the point of the show too is like, I don't want things to sound super easy because they're not. Or do you think so?
I don't think it's easy. It's about what I want. Okay. It's about where I want to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like getting the body that you want isn't easy, but you're going to wake up, you're going to get the trainer, you're going to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
So for me, I put that in front of, you know what I'm saying, oh, this is hard. Like, whatever. Like, yeah, it's hard. I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what it is. Like, I'm going to cry through it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
it's
right.
not that I'm detached from it. I'm a Cancer.
You're a Cancer?
I cry.
I'm a Cancer.
July 18th.
I'm July 6th.
Wait, we've had
No. We talked about our life path number. We're both 9s.
We never said.
Well, we never talked about zodiac. We're both 9s, but I didn't know you were a Cancer too.
Well, here we go. So you know how emotional we are.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. It takes me a long. It's like
I know, but it's all the therapy. It's all the therapy
yeah.
and choosing me and what I desire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So no matter how bad, like my therapist always asks me. She's like, "What do you want? Is that a part of what you want?" And I'm like, "No." So why are you doing it? Right. Why are you staying in it? And she'd be like, "How are you gonna get yourself out of it?" And I'd be like, "Well, you gave me these tools." I have to use them, right? And it's just like, I need coaching from my therapist. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then my friends who are locked in with me, I will ask them to support me. Hey, I need to do this. Baby, let me say something. Hold me accountable.
Yeah.
I will tell my friends, please, because sometimes I don't make the best decisions.
I know. I'm not you. I'm saying me.
But I'm saying I don't make the best decisions. And I need my friends to be like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because I know what I need. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. I'm processing. All right. My brain is processing. Wait, what's your rising sign? Do you know?
So, of course, sun is Cancer. My rising is Scorpio. My moon.
Shut up. I swear, my rising is also a Scorpio.
That's insane.
And before you say, I don't know what your moon is. My moon is a Pisces.
Okay, Gemini. Okay, so you're all, wow, you're wall. Oh my God,
exactly.
That's why.
Now you see,
you're all water. I'm 2 parts water, 1 part air.
Yeah, at least you got something.
I can detach.
At least you got something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine is like, and it's very intense. Yeah. Very, very intense. I was multitasking. It's over now.
That's what we do. Congratulations, entrepreneur. I love it.
Thank you.
Shout yourself out. Cheers to your damn self.
I wanted to ask you, so I know you do a lot, and hence the intro. How do you balance it all? And we were talking about self-care before we started too. So you balance all your passions, making money. We have to make money. And then your friendships, your personal life, and your self-care. Mm-hmm. How do you do all that to get this?
Self-care is number 1.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
God, self-care, it's all the same thing. Mm-hmm. Right? Self-care. You know what I mean? And I literally revolve everything around like my self-care. Okay. And so it's just like, I have to have friends. I have to be in relationships where if I say I am not available, you are not about to sit here and be like, but I really, no, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
You might, so it's also having people around me who are evolved as well. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Every single one of my friends goes to therapy. We're all doing our work.
Okay.
So it's not a thing because like literally one of my girlfriends had a birthday party the other day, Friday night. I could not make it. I was like, either I go. I had 2 events. I had a friend that had an event at a skating rink for something that he's doing, and then one of my homegirls at a birthday party. And I literally was like, if I go, I said, I'm going to lose my mind. I had just gotten an audition from my agent. I had to meet with the producer from the show I'm directing. And I was like, absolutely not, Valeka. I was like, you're here. Like, this is just, you're in your moment.
Right.
Like, your friends will understand. I text my friend. I sent him whatever the admission fee was to get in. I was like, here, this goes towards the charity. Take this money. I went on Amazon and bought my homegirl not a T-bone steak. Ribeye.
Okay.
So I know she loves ribeye. I sent her a ribeye. She got it the next day. I wish I could be there, but I cannot. I am locked in what I need to do. Call me on the phone. Valeka, I love you. I get it. Thank you so much for, sending the money to help the kids. Of course, my homegirl hit me up and she was like, you done bought me a steak. And I was like, because I know who you are. I love you.
Yeah.
And that, and I was able to pour into me, got an incredible audition then, worked with my producer, went to sleep, self-cared, and we are fine.
But you know what? I think something that you said that's really important in there is that you still honor those people.
Absolutely.
So sometimes, so this is like you're being a good friend too.
Absolutely.
And it's not like, oh, I just can't come. It was like,
Oh
I'm gonna
no,
still do
we show
what
up.
I still showed up for you.
I show up
And
for
sending the
you.
steak that she didn't ask for shows like, oh, you pay attention to what she likes. It's a thoughtful gift. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
not thought it was a thoughtful thing. So I'm not saying you have to always do that, but that's really, really an important
But
part.
that's how I look at friendships. That's
Yeah.
how I look at romantic love, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, no, I might can't physically be there, but you're gonna feel my presence.
Yeah.
Period. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And if I
Yeah.
can't do that for you, then I must be laid up in the bed sick or something. Where I can't,
Right.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right.
but that's important to me to show up.
Yeah. And
But there are a million ways to show up.
and I think that's a really, really good point that I hadn't even thought about. Like, that's still me showing up. If I send you how in whatever way that looks like, and the people around me or around you, or whatever, I would hope to see that. You know what I mean? Like, no, Valeka didn't physically show up, but she showed up.
And I felt bad to my friend, the skating thing, because I had it planned
Mm-hmm.
for the past 2 weeks. It was in my calendar.
Yeah.
And then my agent text, she was like, you got to turn. I was like, and I literally felt bad. Like he called me. I said, I feel so bad. And he's like,
Yeah.
I know you do. And I was like, I said, I was like, I'm a Cancer. I was like, I just feel so bad. He's like, Valeka, I know your heart. And I said, thank you.
Yeah. How long have you known these people?
Him, not even a year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My homegirl, maybe her like 5-6 years. Yeah.
So when you meet people, but I'm asking these questions because I feel like some of the stuff on the business side, y'all can Google or whatever, or watch some of the other episodes. But since we have a short one, I want to focus on like interpersonal relationships. When you meet people, because this is the kind of stuff I feel like we can't always Google or whatever. We have to live it and experience it, and that's what I want to offer here. But when you meet, like, okay, so you met the guy who did the skating ring event a year ago. When you meet people, what's your discernment like? What do you look for to say,
You pay the same way you pay attention to a romantic partner.
Well, look, we messed up over there too.
Red
That's what I'm saying. Even
people, that's what I'm saying. Like when I met him, like, so I started like I have a thing about being the best at everything.
Mm-hmm. I can relate.
Right, so I was like, I live in Atlanta. I haven't started skating yet. I'm about to be the best skater ever. So I literally just started going to Cascades by myself. Girl, not knowing what I was doing. They're like, you need to go to classes. So I went to class, and he was my coach.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? And we just genuinely just started like just connecting. And then he said he would do something, and then he would do it. Mm-hmm. I just paid attention to little stuff of that. Okay. He said he would do something, he would always do it. If he couldn't do something, he would communicate. Oh, that's a positive thing. Right. That's a positive thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we just started like you know what I'm saying? Like just really building like on that. And because I could see he had a great foundation, great foundation. So it was never like, he never was flaky. Just paying attention to little things. Just paying attention to someone else.
So funny. I am not trying to like fake relate, but flakiness, anybody could tell you, flakiness is my number one thing. Like, I'm serious. Friends, romantic, if you flake on me, I'll give you 2 chances to say I can't deal with that. I don't know what you got going on, but
you're not evolved enough. You need to be able to communicate.
Yeah, I know things happen, but you have to tell me.
Tell me.
You can't just not say anything. That's like a no call, no show. You're not gonna have your job. You're not keeping your job if you don't call your job and you don't show up. How many times do you think you could do that and have a job? And why I get treated bad?
Thank you. Or when you work for yourself, how many times do you like? That's why a lot of people aren't successful in their own businesses because they have terrible practices. Like, do you follow Queen Afua? So Queen Afua is this amazing, just this goddess. She's a healer. She's amazing. And I was watching an interview for the other day, and she said, "Pay attention." She says, "Your business is a direct reflection of you." She's like, "If you are a terrible communicator, if you are sick, if you are this," she said, "I guarantee you that your business is failing." Wow. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't work for other people. They work for themselves. And you're trying to figure out why you're not building, why you're not growing, why you're not elevating. Well, what are you not? You can't even show up for your friends. You can't even show up for you. You say you want to work out. You can't even work out. Girl, don't talk to me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, don't talk to me. That's like that. It's a quote. Like, it's a cliche, but it's true. How you do one thing is how you do everything.
So, literally, my therapist, I remember when I was, on my love journey, my therapist was like, you want love, you need to give love to everybody. You want this, you have to literally show up in every area of your life. You want kindness, you have to be kind. Valeka, you want community. I remember, like, I have community now, but there was a time I did not have community.
Yeah.
I knew people,
right,
but I didn't
That's
have
different.
community.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't giving community to other people.
And you know, when you said that earlier, I was thinking like how you build those friendships, and if you asking what you need, that's a level of vulnerability, and being loving and kind. I think people don't realize, in my opinion, I think that takes courage. I think
Absolutely.
it takes a huge vulnerability. And I've been the same way, very closed off, but like, okay, for me, it was like, oh, I don't want to get hurt, even by friendships and romantic relationships. But when you close everything off, you don't get anything. You don't, and you don't give. Because you kind of put yourself kind of trapped behind this wall. But and that, so listen, y'all. Success, because we gotta wrap up soon. What does success mean to you?
We gotta wrap up soon.
I'm watching that time. You didn't ask me. You told me before it started.
Communication.
Communication.
You right. That and I take that. You didn't. I didn't know. I was like, how long is this going to be? I was like, I don't know. And you know what?
An hour.
I don't even remember. That's honest.
All right.
I'm being completely honest.
I know.
I'm being completely honest.
All right.
I'll give you till 4.
You have to come back to the show.
It's fine. We can go till 4. It's fine.
No, because I want to respect that you have other stuff to do. But so what's your definition of success?
At 42, because I just love who I am. At 42, like, for me, it's like doing what I want to do every day. I literally every day I do what I want, and that is like amazing to me.
But that takes the work, like you said, to know what you want.
To know what I want. And you got to take the time to build it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how are you going to make money? How are you going to do these things? How are you going to set systems up for yourself, right? And when you're putting those systems in place, you know, they're not in place yet. So you're still running around doing all types of stuff. You got to understand, you know, like, the roots grow first, then you see the flower. Right. The roots always go first. So I'm grateful that now, like, I'm seeing my flowers, right? Because I'm so rooted, right? So every day I get to do what I love. There's not one day that goes by that I don't like, no, I want to do that. Okay, I'm going to do that. And that's amazing. Like, I love that I get to just lounge in my beautiful bed and, you know, have a glass of champagne, you know, have a glass of tea. People call me 10 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? Living my wealthy Black woman life. Just lounging.
How did you stay motivated when the roots were happening, when there were no flowers yet?
Because this is therapy, right? And then it's like when you're so I played sports, right? Like, so when you are, I don't know, sports really helped me like understand like process, right? So I played sports all my life. I went to college on a track scholarship. You know what I mean? Like, I played basketball. I'm athletic.
What's a track scholarship?
Track and field.
I was like, oh, a track scholarship.
Like, what type of sport is she playing?
Different.
She playing track. She got a track scholarship. She was
doing different stuff.
Track. Diction. 101. Diction.
Okay.
No, so it's just like, so you just understand process, right? You get process. You understand that. So like, I know, like, if I'm working to run like 50 seconds in the 400 meters, then I'm not going to, you know, it's just so much things that have to go into play with me getting to that 50 seconds.
Right.
And you see the little things occur. Yeah. Right. And it's just like, you can literally look at your life like, oh, dang, I remember when I couldn't do that, but I can do that now. No, I'm not where I want to be, but look at that. Now you can do that. Yeah. And so it's just the little things. It's honey, I said it, celebrate yourself every damn day for the small things that no one knows except for you.
How do you celebrate?
However you want. Going for a walk in the park, getting yourself some lobsters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whatever. Dancing in the house, whatever. Whatever brings you joy.
Yeah.
On Saturday, I swear to goodness, I literally was in the park all day Saturday, hopping on scooters, turned up, hair blowing in the wind, partying. Like, I was literally like celebrating, you know, just certain things in my life. And that's how I wanted to do it. I wanted to just scoot through Midtown.
Yeah. Because I think we talk about, like, there's these buzzwords, celebrate your small wins and not the buzz phrases and self-care. But I know for me, it's something I didn't know what that meant. You know what it means, but you don't know how to actually practice it. And those are, and then I think, and I'm still working on that, but I think trial and error to find out how am I going to celebrate this small win? What really makes me feel like I'm celebrating this? And then what is really taking care of myself? I was telling you, mine was being on TikTok for a whole day. But that was a good. I never do that either. So it was like and I think a little bit of when you deprive yourself a little bit, not in a punishment, but if you deprive yourself a little bit and then you give yourself that thing, it feels good. Does that make sense? So that like if people say cheat day with their diet, or for me, I don't go on TikTok during the week. I mean, I might post something for the podcast, but then I don't go for my. But I did it one day. I was like, this is why these people are addicted to social media.
But the discipline allows you to be able to enjoy. That's why there's so much that comes from discipline.
Yeah,
like people who are extremely disciplined have fabulous lives.
Yeah, it's true. Right? It's true. And you make those sacrifices, and you take away a little bit, but then you get a whole bunch.
You get a whole bunch.
You get a whole bunch. Yeah. Okay, I am gonna wrap us up because I still I gotta get you out of here, and I respect your time.
No, time. We're good. It's 3:43.
Yes, and we still got to do our outro. I gotta walk you down. All the things that's behind the scenes, y'all. What's the best piece of advice that you've ever gotten?
My father, who is alive and well, who I need to call because he was like, "You need to call me," and I'm like, "I'm ready. I'm calling you back. Call." My father, ever since I was a little girl, he has always said to me every day, "Valeka, be a leader, not a follower." And it has just been something that has always just stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? He all be a leader, not a follower. And now, he's every day. He's like, I see you leading. And I'll be like, period. Come on, Daddy.
What does that look like, though? Being a leader?
Creating my life. Doing what I want to do. Right? I literally and I act, I write, I make people laugh, directing. I literally do what I want. I have an amazing business. And I own a notary company. I own the #1 notary company in Atlanta.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I started it. One of my good girlfriends, Rashida, who I love so much. I was in LA and I was trying to figure out what do I need to do to create this life of leisure that I want so that I can create art. Right. Everything's always been for the art.
Right.
I've been a professor. Girl, baby, you name real estate. You name it, I've done it. But what type of job can I have that gives me money, but then also gives me the time and I can control my time? And my girlfriend's doing notary out there. She says, open a notary company in Atlanta. And I opened a notary company, and here we are 3 years later. And I'm like, it's the #1 company here in Atlanta. And I'm like, this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? And so, the company that I own, I enjoy it because I meet amazing people. And I'm able to, I'm looking at legal documents, but I get to do it my way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Welcome to my office. Do a little do-si-do. I can be, I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? What is professionalism?
Right.
This is how I do things over here.
Right.
Okay.
You're being authentic and true to yourself.
To myself.
And when you have to wear a mask every day that doesn't fit and doesn't feel good, that can really weigh you down.
It weighs you down. We've all done it.
I know
what that feels like.
Yeah. The more I shed mine, because it's slowly coming off, but the more I shed it, the better I feel. The less heavy I feel. So I know just being yourself and what you do feels freeing.
Exactly. And here's the thing, what that feeling that you felt that you have, that freeing, let me tell you something. I remember when I was like, I made $5,000 this year, but I felt free. And it was no amount of money that could take that freeness that I felt. So I kept going. Wow. I was doing DoorDash and doing my notary company, right? I remember literally I was driving down the street the other day and I was like, oh my God, I remember doing DoorDash all up and down here while I was building Men's Homeland Notaries. Yeah. And now I'm just like, I don't even have to think about it anymore. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it was the freedom that was so that I could taste it. It was the I was like, I just keep going, keep building the website, keep getting the Google reviews, keep you know what I'm saying, sending the emails out to the law firms. It's going to hit. It's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? And it hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What would you tell is a practical piece of advice for entrepreneurs who are just starting or even thinking about it?
You got to be comfortable with the I ain't got no money. Like, you just have to be comfortable with it. You just have to be. There's no other way around it unless you come from a family that, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. But that wasn't my case. You know what I'm saying? I had to figure it out, which is why I was a professor, why I was, it was all these jobs. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like you have those jobs while you're building, your dynasty and things like that. And then it's like once you go full-fledged, I remember when I went full-fledged, I was terrified. Wow. I was terrified. Yeah. Talking about, I was in therapy. I was like, Dr. Jones. And she was like, calm down. Dr. Jones. I was like, I can't even afford you right now. Like, I don't got no insurance. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't even get my fix. I can't even get my, right? But it was just like, but it was the little things of peace that I would feel. It was the little things of peace. It was a little, I don't have to get these emails from these annoying people, all of this, it was that. And I just held on to that, right? And I held on to the fact that, oh, wow, I don't have to worry about doing an audition. I can just get one and I can just actually figure out a time to do it, opposed to, okay, let me take off over here. Okay, let me lie to this boss. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can just, so it was those little things. I don't think people look at that stuff because people are so focused on the money. You're not paying attention to how your life is actually changing outside of the money. Yeah. If you got to cook every day, whatever. If you have, whatever. That's the discipline. Right. That's the discipline. Cooking every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, not whatever your vices are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't buy liquor. I don't have, like, whatever. I'm not buying any of that. I'm cooking. To this day, I cook my food. I don't care. I cook because I'd be like, no, because what I'm gonna do with this money over here is get some new headshots I need to do. I need to, you know what I'm saying? I have to have plain money. Right. I need to be able to go when I need to go. You know what I'm saying? So eating out is not a thing that, that just spending money frivolously. Like, no, I'm spending money to invest in myself.
You're still being strategic.
I'm being strategic. You know what I'm saying? I still can't wait to the day where I can go up at a restaurant and be like, hey, that's something that I can't wait to do.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? You're creating your freedom. And it's also like, real quick, it doesn't matter how much you make if you don't know what to do with it. So say, because like, I mean, I know I'm not talking about families who have wealth and unlimited. I'm talking about I've heard some celebrities say they made $1 million and lost it that first year because you blowing money. It doesn't matter if you don't know what to do with it, if you're not managing it.
You're not managing it. And it's just like,
money's a relationship too.
Baby.
You really got to foster.
Honey, money love me. I love money. Money love me. And we foster this beautiful relationship. Yes. And I treat money really well. And so and I use money as a tool. Right? Yeah. To get get what I need.
And I don't think we talk about that relationship with money enough. Because when I used to be scared to look at my bank account. And I ain't have nothing because I was scared of it. I was scared of the money. I was scared to look at my account. So yeah, it was like, she's scary. I don't want to be around her. But when I embrace it more, I'm like, hey, bestie.
Yeah.
It's a different relationship.
And then it used to scare me too. And then now it's just like, I look at my personal account and I be like, well, and this is me now, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, but guess what? The business accounts are rolling. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Well, I have food in the house. My hair, I got my hair done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I have clothes. My bills are paid. I don't have any money in the account. Everything. I'm fine.
And you have freedom.
I have freedom. I have gas in the car. Yeah. I'm fine. If I have to get headshots, I can get I'm fine.
Right. And that's what you worked for. And
that's what I worked for. And I know that, one day I will have an abundance of disposable income. Right. And now I celebrate that. Yes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm fine. Yeah. Because I remember when I would be like, I can't wait to get here. Let me just do a podcast in the other day and just going over to the theater and just see what the set's looking like. And I remember this. Yeah. And I'm grateful for everything. Yeah. Because one day my helicopter's picking me up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I want the helicopter.
My driver. Yeah, absolutely.
I do. I can't wait to the day where all those little things I don't have to do, like wash dishes. I don't like washing dishes.
Right?
I don't. And so I can't wait till I don't have to. And that will be the number one luxury. That'll be the thing I pay for immediately, is not having to,
And I love
and
that
not
for
having
you.
to do my dishes.
Do you have a dishwasher?
Yeah, but I don't.
You still don't.
I don't like dishes in the sink.
Yeah.
And I don't want to just sit in there. I also have a little weirdness about cleanliness. So as soon as I eat,
you're cancer.
As soon as I eat, I'm like, so that's probably. And then I do a lot of work from home, so I'm washing dishes all day, because as soon as I eat, I wash the dish. As soon as I eat, I wash. That's probably why I hate it so much. But anyways, you're right. I could utilize my dishwasher, but
it's putting systems in place now. So if you can, when you're done, put it in the dishwasher.
That's true.
Put it in the dishwasher to create. You are creating the system of having a maid or
that's
having
true.
someone. You know what I'm saying?
Something else do it for me.
Creating it, and that's what I learned in therapy too. What systems can be put in place for ourselves now? Right? A lot of times we're waiting for the thing, you know what I'm saying?
So
which
true.
is why I'll buy myself lobster. Going out to eat to get lobster is one thing.
Right.
But honey, I had lobster all weekend. I'll go buy me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's what can I do now? I know I can cook, baby. Honey. I can throw those down. So I make myself these amazing meals. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I eat beautifully every day.
Wow.
Period. I eat probably billions of dollars. Right. That's how my food is amazing. It is decadent.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I cook it.
Yes. And I could and you're putting that in place now.
I put it in place now.
Okay. I want to implement that a little bit more.
Just little things you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it was a big thing for me. I was like, I'm so tired of I hate washing my hair.
Me too.
I hate washing my hair. So that was something I was just like, I am never washing my hair ever again. I couldn't tell you the last time I washed my hair. Really? I was like, what do I need to do? How do I need to move my money around? I'm not washing my hair. I want to actually sit and have treatments and have amazing things. And now my hair is looking like what I want it to look like because I made the investment. Not, you know what I'm saying? So it's the little things. So if I got to eat home and, do what I need to do.
Yeah. I love that. Making things a priority that you want.
Putting the systems in place now.
Yes. That's so important. And the systems
only get better.
Yeah.
If you're smart, right?
Right. It becomes a habit. That's what you get used to. Okay. Yeah. I love that. Take note, listeners. But I'm really talking to myself.
I love it.
I never talk to my listeners like that.
I'm still doing it for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm still figuring out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. I love that. I love that. All right. We are out of time. I'm going to wrap us up. Valeka, I really appreciate, I'm going to say it again, but I really do appreciate you coming in. Just peeking in, poking out, popping in. Thank you. Listeners, you're not used to an episode this short, but it happens. And we still were grateful to have you for the time that we did today. You have to come back on the show.
Oh, it's going to be an amazing episode. It's going to have so many views. It's going to be so fabulous.
Wow. Yes.
Because why not?
Well, also when you have a show to promote too.
I have mad things to promote. In the top of the year.
Okay. All right. Well, let me get down to my outro. Okay. Thank you again, Valeka, for sharing your time with me and inspiring our listeners to redefine success for themselves. You can find out more about Valeka on
Valeka Jessica on IG, Facebook, TikTok.
And that will be in the show notes. And thank you, listeners, for tuning in. Again, I ask that you subscribe to the You Plus Happy YouTube channel. Like, share this episode. Comment, y'all. I want to hear your thoughts. And follow the show on You Plus Happy. And I ask the guests to say the tagline, which is, we'll show you our definition of success if you show us yours.
Yeah.
It's long. You see.
We will show you. I show you.
Yeah.
We will show you our definition of success if you show us yours.
Yes, we did it. Thank you so much.
Bye.